Hello, everyone. As some of you may heard, and you may have seen a couple of videos, the rumors are true. I have been released from my previous location. My name is, in fact, Shane Schueler. My brother, Richard, as you may know, a very popular guy. My story hasn't necessarily been told. It's been kept under wraps. So we're here today to address the white elephant in the room. So line up, guys. Anyone in the comments, if you have any questions, feel free to ask him. Nothing is prepped. It's a no holds barred question match, right? We want to get to the truth. There's some things I may not be able to talk about, and there's some things that I may. But thank you, Romanian Dan, for having me today.
Of course,
Tap
Shane.
as well.
I was going to say thanks for coming on, Shane. I really appreciate your time. I know your time is valuable, and it's a pleasure to have you on, and I'm really excited. I mean, you're like a celebrity kind of, B-list, B-list.
I would say wasn't supposed to be like that, but it was, and then it wasn't because of what happened. But now it is again. So, as what they say, it is what it is. So here we are.
Yeah. So for those out there that might not know, I mean, my first question would be: are you Richard's biological brother?
Yeah. He is my brother. I'm a bit younger than him. I was born in '89. Sagittarius is some of the ladies like to say. But yep, he was my older brother. We grew up helping Dad with the air conditioning business. There's some things that he said in there not completely true. Something's true. There's some things mixed up with the whole car stereo business. Really, what it was is me and Dad were carrying up the damn ACs up the stairs, right? And big old Richie's selling head units out of the back of the van, not helping. So there's, I love my brother, right? We just had a misunderstanding, and I'm out now. I believe he knows. I believe he's been notified. I was trying to, the cat was already out of the bag, and then I decided to go on TikTok and let the world know.
Yeah, I mean, that's interesting. So, I mean, you got to be careful what you say. You do know Richard's kind of like a celebrity in this community.
Of course.
Quote unquote God to some people.
And, he is not a bad guy. We just, how brothers are.
Was he always a show off growing up? Like, because he's a genius, right? So was he showing off that brain of his, or how was that? How did you deal with that?
Let's just say he really liked his Nintendo. He would go to a lot of conventions like that, and he was really good at video games, and he honestly got some of his fashion advice from
What was
me.
his favorite game? I mean, I was a fan. Super Smash.
Yeah, he liked Super Smash. I was more of an Excite Bike kind of guy. Okay. But he liked Super.
I mean, they're both fun.
Yeah, and he was a bit older than me, so I would I wouldn't always get to play. But what he has created, yes, the best store of value that the universe has essentially seen. Yes, the T-share mechanism is divine. Yes, the rumors about him are mostly true. But God damn it, Richard, unblock me.
I mean, what rumors? Do you want to get into that? I mean, the only rumor I've heard lately that I was going to ask you about. Let's just get into the juicy. Can we get into the juicy
let's
part?
do it. Let's go.
Okay. Is Richard a homosexual?
I mean, we're all gay for something. You know?
Is he bi?
Oh,
$20 is
Like, does
$20.
he have sex with men and women?
I I will not go into details on who he has sex with. There is a boundary that I won't pass, that I won't defame him completely. I'm just trying to set the record straight, Richard. He has my hard drives. He took them from me. He got me institutionalized. Okay, I was in there for years. My Monero's gone. Let's say we were well known in the Monero community. Where is my Monero? You're always saying, "Oh, hey, come out! Where's the guy that I scammed?" Well, it's your brother, Richard. It's your little brother. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I've I've been cycling off medication. I've been cycling off medication. But
I mean, we've all been scammed, but like, did he actually scam you? I mean, that's some solid, crazy allegations. Like, what do you mean? Can you elaborate a little more? Like, or is I don't want to. If it's a sensitive subject, I understand.
I mean, I came out. I had a restraining order against my mother. All my stuff in storage was gone. And maybe it came down to, oh, well, Richard didn't pay for his little brother's storage. Maybe while he was out, you know. But let's let bygones be bygones. Richard, we can meet again. We can come together and be the unit that we once were. You know what else you have of mine? Let's make amends. Do we have? Next question? Any viewers? Who do we got here?
Well, we got Seek in the chat, and it looks like Crypto Gains Club for now. Fellas, do you have any questions for Shane?
Seek, what's up, my man? How you been?
I've seen of him on. He was asking me some questions on TikTok. He had some questions for me, like, where is he keeping you? For a while, this company, Pulse Games, was they were doing a cruise. So I was like, all right, I need to get this cruise so I can get to Dubai, because I'm here in Tulum, right? So if any Hexicans out there can send a boat to Tulum and get me to Dubai, I need a captain as well. So. Oh,
and Seek has a question. Was PLS your idea?
No,
now was Hex your idea, or the T-shirt concept? Can we get into that? Or
it came down to a discussion me and Big Bro had one night when we were roommates. I didn't like Bitcoin. I liked Monero. You know, I was like, oh, neat, Bitcoin, cool, but Monero better. But we thought one night over when Uncle Joseph was with us, when we were in the basement, he was like, hey guys, what are you doing all, you know, turn the lights on and things like that. But long story short, the t-shirt was my idea. I didn't want to let's say it's, you know what, let's say it's 60-40 me.
Well, there's rumors that it was Dev Kyle that designed it. So
Dev Kyle?
What do you have to say about that? Dev Kyle.
Yeah, Dev Kyle was a friend of ours. I haven't talked to him in some time, but
okay. That's very interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, Dev Kyle is a good guy, and since I was put away, they were like, well, people don't even know he exists, so Dev Kyle, just take the cred.
We got a question in the chat from Crypto Gains Club. How far are you from Playa del Carmen?
From what?
Playa del Carmen. Playa del Carmen.
The only Carmen I know south of the border is Carmen, San Diego. I still haven't found that bitch.
You sound like a player, and I was Richard a player growing up, or?
Yeah, no. He wasn't. I was. He learned. Listen, he learned every. Look, I had like 6 tracksuits left after I got out. My jacket's gone. Like all my Prada. He of course, had to get into some new clothes. Obviously.
What do you think? He's ripping your fashion, your style? What are you trying to say?
Yeah. Of
And
course.
wearing your clothes, like.
Obviously, I mean it goes without saying.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Tap, you got any questions for Shane? I know you weren't expecting an interview. I'm not sure
Yeah.
what you walked into, but
It's
I
fine.
was
It's fine.
not.
We
I was
could loosen it up.
blindsided by this.
We can loosen it up a bit. We can keep it a little more casual. Go in and out of the questions. We can talk about politics or they suck. We can talk about PulseChain, Ethereum. We can talk about
yeah, let's talk
dumb
about
shit.
PulseChain. You got any predictions for when the mainnet will launch?
Real quick, I do have something I want to say.
Yes, sir.
So I think it was Saturday. I did an April Fool's joke tweet that me and my woman was having a baby. I want to let everybody know it was a freaking April Fool's joke. I appreciate it. Stop sending the congratulations. People even cash at me money for diapers and shit. I appreciate all the love, people, but it was April Fool's. April Fool's, everyone. That's what I wanted to say.
Yes, that is Tap.
That wasn't me speaking.
But yeah, let's. Yeah, that was funny for a second. I thought you were serious, but then I realized it was April Fool's, Tap.
Thank you.
But
Thank you. I was like, come on, guys. It's freaking April Fools. It's me.
this one's too easy.
Come on now. I thought I made it easy.
They got
But I guess
me.
not.
They got me with PulseChain is on, or not PulseChain. The documentary
They got me
is
with that
on
too. I freaking
Netflix.
put on my Netflix. I ain't see the bitch. I was mad.
Yeah. When's that gonna happen?
Man, that probably ain't gonna happen until
Does
like
that
New
make you
Year.
upset seeing Richard just a superstar out there?
I feel like
Is that
that documentary could have just sold them outright and made enough money from hexagons almost, let alone being on Netflix or something.
True.
I saw the other one by Tom Gillespie or
I didn't see that one yet. How was it?
Peter Tom Gillespie. So it's great. Good job, Peter. The only thing that irked me was I probably spent 60 minutes of the whole series watching him walk down the road, talking to people that don't know about crypto and asking them who my brother is. So I was like, well, I feel like that time could have been spent not asking strangers about my brother. But
That sounds like a part I'm going to fast forward. Gotcha.
yeah. When he's walking down the road, I mean, he's witty, but he's that Australian kind of witty that's very, very dry. Australian, yeah. It's like England, and then there's like the prisoners of England, the Australians, and it's hot as fuck down there. But I love me some
yeah, they're all pissed off.
I love me some Chopper Reed. Jason Ellis, Jake Brown's an Australian. Shout outs to the Aussies and Peter Tom.
Hex Tangent is the only one I know. There's a few. What's that crocodile guy?
I think he's been chilling for a while.
That's what crocodiles do.
But anyways, do you have any updates on PulseChain launch? Any predictions for us on the date? The whole community is waiting.
I mean, so the thing about the PulseChain launch is the more people know what day it is, the worse it's going to work out for them.
So you don't want to say anything?
It's not that it's listen, it's going to do, let's talk about what PulseChain is going to do. It's going to do what Ethereum did, but more. Right?
Yeah.
It's everything Ethereum's going to do is going to do that better. So if we everyone wants to quantify thing with numbers, oh this that, like, have you not listened to what my brother has written about in Sci-Vive? Are you worried about numbers in trading? Are you a gambler, or are you a future millionaire or billionaire? Do you think Warren Buffett and all those nerds gamble every day? Fucking gambling crypto dick butts on the dark web. You fucking sickos. Is that what you think?
So you and Richard hold the same hodl strategy, long term, 10 years
Of
plus.
course.
That's how you,
Of course.
of course.
Of course. No
Yeah, the
gambling,
apple doesn't fall far from the tree, right?
as they say.
Post chain can take as long as it want it takes. I want that shit to be perfect. I want that shit to be more than perfect. I want that shit to shut up all the haters we had in the past three whatever years. And I want to be able to get my grandma into this shit without having to pay $40 to swap or make a stake.
Hmm. Yeah.
Spring
My
2024.
my Ethereum's gone. I used to have my Ethereum. Don't know. Maybe the storage guys took my hard drives. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not gonna say anyone specifically did it. Everything is all alleged. Um, but yeah, this is a time. Maybe it's our last chance. Maybe it's DeFi's last frontier. You know what I mean? How
What else does
many?
DeFi has? What else does
Yeah,
DeFi really have?
yeah. Everything in crypto that they have gotten wrong, like, everyone's had so much opportunity in the last 15 years. Everything's getting corrected right now, and everything was. I mean, whenever Hex was launched, the divine store of value. Shout out to Kyle the Dev. But now the layer one, the problem is there wasn't enough supply. Guess what? Now there's enough supply. Now whatever hex you have, it's getting doubled.
And the
Richard
T
is
share
genius.
rate, whatever the T share rate we have for the day on the Ethereum side, is going to get, copied over on the post chain side too.
Yep.
That was like a little light bulb I had recently.
Hmm. Yep, that is staying the same. Hex isn't restarting from launch, right? It's getting copied just like everything else. T-share stays exactly the same since it's a mirror image. The only thing that will be different is the price. And to guess on where it starts out, who knows, man? Ideally, you'd want it to be low.
Can you
Next
answer this
question.
question? Does anyone know why Gorilla ETH has value? If that's the case, will we not see a V3 bridge? I have no idea, sir, but I don't think we're going to see a V3 bridge. I think we might launch tomorrow, actually. Tomorrow, 4/4 or 4/15 or any Tuesday this month. Those are my predictions.
What gives you those specific, like, what was it?
Well, Drake had a song,
Okay.
Club Going Up on a Tuesday,
Not
right?
Drake.
So,
Okay, good.
right. And then
Didn't
4
Richard Hart
4.
say he like specifically doesn't like the month of April? Or was it something about April Fool's Day? But he said either or, like he doesn't like this month at all, or something like that.
Probably because it brings May showers.
I mean, May and Pray rhymes with, 11K and Pray. So,
April flowers bring May shower. No,
April flowers,
no, it's
right?
April showers bring May flowers.
Ah, damn it. Fuck.
Speaking of 11K
Well,
and
that's my
pray,
prediction.
do y'all still feel like we're going down to 11K? My opinion, I feel like we got a black swan coming up that's going to bump it down one more
Hey,
time.
Tap, can we keep race out of this tonight, man? We
I
able to
can
do
say
that?
it.
Oh, okay, okay. Sorry. It just sounded like you need to not use the hard K.
Not the hard. Oh
Go
my
ahead, go
god.
ahead, continue. Sorry for distracting you.
No, you're fine. I still feel like we have a major event that's going to, bring stuff down. to around that 11K mark, it's just gonna be a wick. It's not gonna be like there for like 2 3 weeks, maybe a couple hours max.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this: Why do you even have? Why do you even worry about it? Aren't you staked?
I'm staked, but I always like to find good DCA opportunities. That's why.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Now I see Seek. I guess you and Seek have been talking.
Oh, what was
He
this
says you've
question?
been institutionalized before.
Yeah, I was institutionalized for some years. I don't. I mean, I could. I'd recently got out about 6 months ago. I don't remember the
Locked up,
exact date. Yeah.
they won't let me out.
Yep. As Akon says, now my man's helping Africa, and that's what we're all here to try to do.
That shit is crazy. I was just listening to that song last week too. I was thinking about that shit too. I'm like, this guy's really over there trying to save Africa.
He's the
Trying
last
to.
guy. Yeah, he's the last guy you think would have been like. Whenever I remember first hearing him, you're locked up. That's not a voice of a criminal that I wouldn't think.
Yeah, they was wearing orange in the freaking music video.
Yeah, yeah. He has such a a not prisoner voice, and then he was just a carjacker, so he was just playing GTA and IRL.
Nah, in the music video, because I've just recently watched it, he was like the kingpin. He was a
Well,
kingpin in the music video.
apparently he was a car. If for real, he got. That's a true story. He was a
Oh, in
carjacker.
real life?
Yeah,
Oh
he was.
shit.
Yeah, he was a criminal.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, damn. Okay.
yeah.
I, I guess he would know.
He was basically the Gone in 60. He was the Nicolas Cage of hip hop and Gone in 60 Seconds. You know what I mean? When they're
Oh.
jacking,
Akon's got some hits though, man. Akon's got some
and
hits.
so does Nicolas Cage.
Nothing but hits.
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage got mad hits. I was just watching Face Off the other night. That's my shit. That's my favorite. That's one of my favorite movies by Nicolas Cage. I'm sorry. It's one of my favorite movies by him.
Nicolas
With him.
Cage. So he apparently bought so much shit in
Newark? That
Newark,
ain't far
New
from
Jersey.
me.
Yeah.
This dude's freaking a 45-minute drive from there. What the hell?
Did you ever at one point get your car stolen?
Nah, but I knew
Rumor
people who
has it
got
if
their
you were
car
in New
stolen.
Jersey, Akon was responsible for it.
I'm crying.
Apparently he was soft though.
I'm crying.
Why? What do you mean he was soft?
I don't
What
know.
do you mean?
Crypto Gains said that he was soft though. That Akon lived 2 hoods away from him, and he was soft. I don't know.
Were they?
I
What did they meet
actually
on
met
Grinder?
Akon's brother before.
Did they meet on Grinder or something, and he wasn't impressed? Why is he telling?
I don't think Crypto Gains is gay, but
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. He's talking about
Not
like
Grindr.
musically, not like hardcore. He's softcore. Not
Nah,
as
he
in.
wasn't like a hard gangster.
Oh, okay. Not as in if he
He was
has
a
an
little.
erection or not. Understand. Fair enough. Good question, Crypto Gains. The carjacking here is just a way to get a quick buck or a ride to the fucking store. Yeah.
Nah, people legit do be carjacking over in this area. It's high key annoying.
Speaking of new work, I love Wildwood, New Jersey. Richard and
Wildwood's
I,
always a good time.
Richard and I used to go there for vacation. Let's just say nothing in Jersey comes easier than girls from Philly. Well, yeah, we'll just go with that. But Wildwood, New Jersey's
there's a
great.
lot of
Cape
truth
May.
to that. Sadly,
Oh,
there's a lot of truth to that.
and we know I'm not lying. Philly girls are awesome. Cape May is fun, I guess. But those aren't Philly girls. Those are Jersey girls.
Yeah, that's a whole different vibe.
Yeah, yeah.
We're getting off topic. We're gonna get canceled.
Canceled. All right. Well,
What about European girls?
if you're
Norwegians.
American before you go to the bathroom and you're Russian when you come out of, what are you while you're in the bathroom?
What? No.
Russian American.
No, European. And those are the kind of girls I like.
Got it.
European in the bathroom.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got
All
it.
right.
Yeah.
Well, I thought I had a mic problem. Is there a communication issue?
No, your
No,
mic
All
is
right.
good. Your
no
mic is
issue here,
good.
Shane.
So, the dates.
So HVID did you dirty?
She didn't. It wasn't her fault.
Apparently, you guys had something going on, from what I hear. A
Allegedly,
little summer fling or something.
allegedly, we had a summer fling upon the parapets of Santorini. She remembers that night on the jet skis. And then shortly after that, someone found out. And, well, here I am.
See, Richard doesn't strike me as the jealous type.
He's learned. He's
I
learned.
mean, he can get any girl he wants, right? I mean, he's
he,
Richard motherfucking
he's
Hart.
learned.
Crypto founder, billionaire, hex.com for yourself.
Yes. He's learned a lot over the years. Yes.
But he hates to lose.
Yep. We'll just. There you go, Tat. You know what I mean? He doesn't. He does not like to lose.
You're right. Yeah.
But we're gonna make things right. You know, when I get to Dubai, the next door will open. I just need to get the hell out of here. So Tulum's fine. The ladies are great, as you can see. Gotta wipe this shit off.
Good luck, my brother.
And all that, and then we get to Dubai, set up some meetings. Oh, if you guys know of Rackham Rishel, he's the plug on linen. I get all my linen from him, my linen white suits. I get them all from Rackham. So if you need linen suits, hit up Rackham. PulseChain, if you guys want to date, would you still want the date if, oh, what was that? She was pretty.
That was Richard and some linen.
Oh. He's mocking me. Look at him right there. That's my motherfucking shirt. He's mocking me. He's been sending me hints this whole time.
He speaks in code, from what I hear.
He speaks in code. I'm still saying spring 2024 for PulseChain.
Do you guys like summer?
I like spring. I like tomorrow.
I like summer.
What do you think about Independence Day? Was it a good movie?
July 4th?
No, the movie.
7th.
No, the movie
Was.
with Will Smith and the aliens.
Thank you, Tap.
Never seen it.
Are you serious?
God damn,
Yeah,
bro.
I'm not much of a movie guy.
I mean, you ain't gotta be a movie guy, but damn. Kind of a classic a little bit.
Have you seen Randy Hilarski?
Who?
Randy Hilarski?
Not for a long time.
Him.
Crypto 7?
I watched
Crypto 7. Yeah.
I don't watch Crypto 7 as much. Nah, I don't watch Crypto 7 as much.
I'm not too familiar with Crypto 7. I've seen his stuff.
Yeah, I have.
I like to say the Hex influencers do a great job.
It's a lot of
since I've been out the last 6 months, I have been watching a lot of the Hex influencers. A lot of them are doing a great job. A lot of them need more medication than I do. But, you know, getting the word out is most important, right?
What up, Tin Top?
Tin Top. Hello, Tin Top. So, yeah. You asked for a date, and I told you what movie. So, you do the math. Do you get what I'm saying, Tap?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. All right, let me spell it out since you haven't seen the movie Romanian Dan. It's happening on
Please, thank you.
Independence Day. Independence Day. Are you writing that down? It looks like you're getting a pen right now.
I'm gonna Google when is Independence Day.
Wait. Oh yeah. You're from Rome.
July
I'm from
4th.
Romania.
July 4th.
July 4th. Okay.
Yeah.
Tuesday. Told you on a Tuesday, motherfucker.
He did say on a Tuesday. You did say on a Tuesday earlier, so I will give you that. Even though that was some
Club
bullshit.
going up on a
That was some bullshit,
Tuesday.
but you did say that.
Girl,
Yo, what part of Romania
Tuesday.
do they have accents like you?
I moved here as a spy, and when I was 10.
Yeah, maybe we have more questions for you. How long ago when you were 10? Okay. All right. And you don't know when Independence Day is for like 15,
I
20
knew.
years? Man,
USA, baby. Merc.
Marco. But yeah, we need to get out of Tulum. Uh, PulseChain is launching on 4th of July. Yes, the rumors are true. I was secretly finding ways to give signals to my ex Havid so that she can look like a fool because I was hurt over what
That's
happened.
where she's been getting all
Yeah.
the inside info.
Yeah. So yeah,
I'm
so
crying.
What an
crying.
idiot, bro. Oh my
yeah,
god.
so I've been leaking wrong.
She's Norwegian though. What are you gonna do?
I mean, I speak Norwegian.
And her sister too. You got them both.
I'm crying.
Say what?
Bro. I'm crying.
And her sister, you got her too.
No,
She's probably
I'm
listening
not
to
bringing her
Adrian.
sister into this.
Well, where did she get her all information from?
Listen, I have nothing to do with her sister. I will not answer any further questions. Thank you, Tap.
Oh, I'm crying over here, yo. I'm crying.
It'll get better. It'll get better, Tap.
It does
I'll
get
dry it up.
better. Some way, somehow, it gets better. It always does.
That's true. That's true. Well, Romanian Dan, do you have any questions about are you curious about any
What
the
do
hex
y'all
smart
think about
contract?
the-
I'm not really curious about Hex. I'm more curious about Richard. Was he always fat? Is one of the questions I had written down.
So Richard was back and forth. I, including myself, maybe you've seen in my videos, I get a little manic. He was very similar. Well, he had health insurance and fucking figured it out while I was fucking gone away. So Richard, big bro,
Okay.
hook it up. So anyway, long story short, I'm getting off topic. What the fuck was the question?
Was he always fat?
Oh yes, back and forth.
And I
He
could
was
second
fat.
with that.
He was
What was
skinny.
his favorite food growing up?
That motherfucker loved cheesecake.
Did he just ate everything? Cheesecake.
Yeah.
He would love cheesecake.
Yeah. Yep. He was born in Pittsburgh, Wilkinsburg.
Were you born there as well?
No. Mom and dad moved to Florida before that.
Out the Wilkenbergs, some good folk out there.
Wilkinsburg?
Yeah, I've been there a couple times for some concerts and stuff. Well, not that particular city, but the area.
Millville? By any chance? Millville was a place in Pittsburgh as well. That they had concerts.
I probably swung by there. Yeah, it's been a long time. This is like
It's a great
2016. So
it's a great place if you like cold weather, traffic, and bridges. And we're not talking about the ones they hack. Keep your money off bridges, people. Be careful.
mad bridges out there, mad bridges. But yeah, please be careful on bridges. Just be careful on clicking on new shit. Just stop clicking on new shit all the time.
Yep.
Ask, maybe. It's okay to ask.
Yep.
People
I'm going to be upfront. I was even victim of a wallet draining recently.
Bro,
Yeah. Wasn't anything crazy, but
never fun.
You sound like a noob. I'm sorry, but I mean, for being Richard's brother, like I would expect more, Shane.
That's
well,
why
Wallet
he's not.
draining.
That's why.
What would Richard say? He would laugh. You
listen,
pleb. What would he say?
Or he would talk shit for like
I'm
25 minutes.
I'm pretty sure. Well,
Yeah, he won't drop it all night.
it wasn't my wallet draining.
Oh shit, this guy.
I'm crying.
Now,
But what I was
you and
gonna say
Richard
about
got any good fight stories?
Yeah. So
You know,
we were
brothers
at
don't
a
always get
bar.
along.
Yeah, we were at a bar one time, and it was like this bar on a lake. It was like kind of like a country bar or something, and we were playing pool. There was like 2-on-2, and then I was talking to like one chick, and then I don't know what happened, but they were up at the front, like at the bar, and then all of a sudden, the crowd starts moving. I step up, and next thing I know, I get punched in the nose, and I wasn't even involved. So then I just grabbed dude and started banging his head off the ground. But yeah, Richard got us into a fight. So I think it was. I think he was popping off. He is feisty. He goes back and forth, right? He
But you
can
guys
throw
never
down.
fought each other, like fist fights.
He's beaten me up a few times. He's beaten me up when we were growing up. You know.
We got a
He,
message in the chat. They want you to say something in Norwegian. And also, we got a message. Is Richard Illuminati?
No, he is not Illuminati. We are all on the same team.
Okay. I mean, that's great to hear.
I don't have ill will towards my brother. Listen, I don't.
Yeah, set the record straight for the people, please.
Yeah, I do. Okay. We have an issue to resolve. We are still brothers. We will still make amends. I am not doing some publicity stunt to fucking, as you hex can say, vampire or anything. I'm just trying to find my brother. So Richard, call me big bro.
I mean, how long have
you?
I would assume he.
Norwegian. He got to say something in Norwegian now. Yep.
Did you say that's in my DM? Did you say I got a message?
No, you got to say something in Norwegian.
Oh, hi Horden har du duet. That's how are you?
Sadly, I'm going to have to assume he's right. I don't know.
Hey Horvin du duet. How are you?
Hey Horvin du duet.
He HEI HV, just like my girl, of course. HVORDAN space HA. Dude, I'm not. There's no sense of me just trying to spell out. Just type in "How are you doing?"
Another time.
Yeah, we made it.
There we go. We made it.
I was able to make it out.
Yeah,
well, I guess it was more than. I was able to get a PulseChain sacrifice in.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
You think Richard? I mean, he's not gonna give you any cup since you're his brother. Do you message him? Do you ever talk to him? I mean, I'm just saying, like, if you knew your wallet, he might give you a 2x on your sack. I don't know, stuff like that.
I don't have the same wallets anymore. I don't have the same wallets anymore that I used to. They were gone. They were in the storage unit, but maybe he'll answer. Like I've DM'd him, and I've had my team DM him and reach out to his people, but we haven't had any response. The restraining order on my family hasn't been lifted either. So we need to get him to lift the restraining order for mom and dad, and then I think things will get better from there.
You gotta put a bidet in the other bathroom, and you good. Am I saying that right? Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah,
Bidet.
Yeah.
but I mean, if that was the case, I would. I mean, yeah, there's bigger problems. There's bigger issues at hand than bum washers. But I see your point.
It's a nice way to open the door.
Precisely.
I mean, you guys got to find some common ground. You are brothers. I mean,
Yeah,
it's just,
we were
it sucks.
we were
But
very
I never had a brother,
yeah.
and it just to, I would always wish I had a brother, and then to see someone like you and him just quarrel about, I mean, whatever it might be, it's none of my business, but it
You're
I
just,
mean,
breaking Romanian's heart, okay? You're breaking his heart, okay?
Richard,
This is a
come on, Richard. It can be like it used to be, you know. Hivid, you as well, my lady. Text me, unblock me. That's all I'm saying. You know
yeah,
what
I
I mean?
agree with Crypto Class. You guys should make peace for sure.
For sure, Richard. Let's make peace. Um, you know, lift the restraining order on my family. Maybe get me to Dubai. Get me the hell out of here. There's cartel issues that are happening close by. I don't have any. I have very. My security is literally 9 women with guns.
Hey, that's not
I
bad.
know it's the best
That's
worst
not
problem
bad.
to ever have, but on the verge of like a revolution, 14 miles away, and all I have is like paradise. You know what I mean? I think I need to get out of here. Maybe a few can come, but
you're gonna
absolutely.
make them fight for it. You're gonna make them fight to see who could come.
They don't need to fight to see that. Tap, come on, let's be real. Come on, baby. That is not a fight. But maybe we'll have like a YouTube, like a Mr. Beast YouTube themed like real worlds challenge to see which ladies win to come, and let's say I'd take 3 because 2 is more of an issue, 3 is easier. And my old buddy Andrew Tate was recently released too. He didn't spend as much time in the clink as I did, but I'm glad to see he's out. Brother Tate.
Yeah, shout out to Top G.
Yeah, Top G. I lost
Doing
his number,
push-ups
so
and reading
Top
the
G.
Quran.
Yeah. If he's in the chat, like if one of his people are in the chat, like they usually are, hit him up. Tell Andrew to shoot me a text. We'll link back up. I let him borrow my Koenigsegg once. He couldn't drift, but it was fun. It was a fun day. You guys like cars?
I like the classic
Nah.
American type cars. That's my shit.
That apple pie type shit. All right.
Go ahead.
That Gran Torino old racist era type car type shit, right? Hell
Yep,
yeah.
yep. Basically, when racism was at its height, they made some beautiful cars. Racism made beautiful cars. Fuck it. Racism made some nice ass looking cars. They was durable as hell too. There's some cool features in them bitches too, man. Had a backseat, all that room. Yeah, racism made some nice cars. You know what?
all the bodies you could store in the trunk. Oh my.
All the bodies you can store in the trunk. All the bodies. 5 average male bodies at the very max, hopefully.
It's like
Maybe
in
I will vote for Trump. Fuck it.
Oh, to bring good cars back. I don't. I don't know if that's. I don't know if that's
Make
the
cars
angle.
great again.
I don't know if that's. I think I'll drive a shitty car. I don't want any more presidents. Why don't we just have a dowel?
Now,
Yeah, like why the
shit, I
fuck are we
probably
voting on? Why do we have voting
I
in
probably
ballots? Like vote on the blockchain. What the fuck are we doing? If you want to vote so bad, you know what I mean?
I heard someone brought that up a couple weeks ago. They had a good argument against it. I can't remember what the fuck it was.
That it's hackable
But
or
that's
something, but so are the
yeah, it was
fucking ones we have, or in like privacy. You know what I mean?
yeah, and that was the point I was thinking about too. I was like, shit, well, the regular shit get hacked, so like, does he even fucking matter at this point? Like, does they like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't
I mean,
know.
it just seems
Now, Shane, are your political views similar to Richard's?
very
Are
much
you like a
so,
freedom maxi? Yeah.
very much so, very much so. Like, I might be a little. Well, I'm more extreme than he's willing to admit he is. You know what I mean? Borders are bureaucracy. There's no such thing as countries. Borders are paywalls for poor people. Um, borders don't exist to rich people, right?
So, quick question, Hexaco. He like really wants to make this happen. Like he's
We all do.
looking.
We all really
We
want
all
Hexago to
do,
happen.
and people are legit like coming up with good ideas and forming stuff.
Hmm.
Say there's like I don't know uh, a political position in Hexaco, like a treasury or just something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Would you want to sign up for such kind of job, or would you just want to be a regular person in Hexaco?
Well,
Because you know if
doesn't a regular person in Hexago have a job or what? You know what I mean? Or is every you know what I mean? Is someone's got to work? Someone's got
true.
to unless everything's a robot, and eventually we'll get there. But the idea that I have for the perfect Hexaco economy would be um, just essentially commission, right? It's no wage slavery. You get
Oh
paid
yeah,
on what you
definitely
produce.
commission.
You get basically get a percentage ownership so that you're more incentivized
To
to
work.
produce. Like for instance, if you're selling ice cream cones, maybe you get a percentage of how many ice cream cones you fucking make. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
But
No
anarchist
hourly wage. Interesting.
and worker owned organizations, right? Where there's flattened hierarchies, not essentially just pyramid schemes of capitalism, right? Where one guy owns everything. No, you flatten the hierarchy a bit and then you give people a percentage of what you get. Oh, hey, what like NFTs?
So like, could you see businesses in Hexaco all having like their own coin or like their own token, like their own NFT, like
Um,
that kind of vibe? Now, this is probably like 50 years in the future, 60 years in the future type thing.
so I can see more or less the currency being Pulse, right? Or Pulse X. You wouldn't want to move your hex. You're staking that. So just your hex is
What
your
about
savings account.
the
Now,
incentive token
oh
and
yeah,
like the
yeah, do whatever
possible
do whatever you
wallet? Like
want
so,
with
so anything in the Richard Hart
yeah.
ecosystem, like even the
Now,
Hedron, Icosa,
but
like
what
if
if
it
someone had a concert or a bar in Hexaco, and the membership to the bar was an NFT? That's where some of the things I do disagree with Richard on is I do see there's a bit of a use case for NFTs and utility and using them that way. But then you definitely keep your wallet separated. You know what I mean? Like if
now
you go to concerts,
with you saying that, have you heard about this restaurant in San Francisco that try to do their membership exclusively through NFT, and the shit like ran out of business because nobody was fucking doing it. because NFT was like
Well, yeah,
it
that
was
is
like
stupid. That is stupid.
okay.
I meant like if a concert or a football game. You know what I mean?
So like
And
okay,
it honestly doesn't need to be that way. Like I like anonymous money too, so it doesn't. Not everything needs to be that way, you know.
right.
But because we're gonna see a lot of people overdo things, and then that's why we already have a lot of these NFT projects. They were just built on hype, and that shit is still new, and everyone just winged it, and there's a bunch of rug pulls and things like that. But I do see that there's a possibility to use NFTs in the economy in the future, but you just want to be careful because your privacy is important.
Right. And you said like you feel like the national currency could be like Pulse or PulseX. Like what?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I don't
Hmm,
believe in having like a nationalized currency.
hmm,
I feel like you should be able to accept whatever you want.
right. It's just some thoughts been going through my head lately because I'm young. I'm younger than I'm 30. So I already think to myself like shit, I'm gonna be in this game in like
Yeah,
80s, 90s, hopefully hundreds. Like
yeah, we're
if we
probably in
do
this.
build this place, like what the hell is that going
Yeah,
to be?
Yeah, but
I
what?
was gonna say.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say the Pulse and PulseX can't be like the coins, the currency, like the exchange.
Why?
They already have their own utility. They'll have to. It has to be a crypto that's its utility, like a
Like we have our
medium
own
of
stable.
exchange.
Like Richard actually makes his own stable
Why?
type vibe.
Why couldn't you just accept
Well,
Pulse at your gas station?
you could, yeah, you could, yeah,
But how many people is
but it
going to want
won't
to
blow
like
up.
have
Yeah,
to
how many people? Yeah, it won't be massively adopted by everyone.
Dude,
Is what
if
I'm
we
saying.
have Hexaco as a country, I think it's fair to say that
Well,
we've
in
already.
Hexaco, of course.
yeah,
Okay.
Hexago,
We
but
were
like
talking in Hexaco only. Okay, my bad.
I
say like 40 years from now, Pulse is worth half of what Ethereum is worth right now. Like
yeah,
how many people is going to want to use that at a gas station?
because the
At
gas will be the same, right?
yeah,
So essentially, what we're seeing is life cycles of layer ones. So what happens after 7 years or 15 years? We just keep on hitting forks. Is that the goal? Because eventually, like I don't know the numbers exactly, but PulseChain is going to be in the same position as Ethereum. It's just going to take longer.
and Richard has says he just said that they was going to fork it again. Like he did say like they'll just fork it again.
Fair enough. There we go.
They
And
could push updates to the code and lower the. I guess on Ethereum it's called S load. I don't know what it'd be on
Yeah. So
PulseChain if
I
it's the same
apparent.
either
term.
way, the fact that they like once they launch it, they're going to have like their foundation, like their new Richard Hart ecosystem foundation, so they could just keep forking from there. You know, and keep upgrading, making a change. But once we have post chain mainnet, that's when we'll be like, all right, here's our foundation. Now we can branch this out if need to be in the future.
Yeah, and I do think this is a unique instance where I mean the communities. I wouldn't say it's bigger, but they're more hardcore uh, than other than the XRP people who are quite there. Those are some brain dead people over there, but we
Bro,
have the community to back up. What's that?
I did a tweet like last Thursday or Wednesday. I don't I don't know what prompted me to look in, but I just randomly just wanted to look at the XRP price chart for the first time. I never really looked at it before. I did not really see that they have not made an all-time high since 2018.
Dude, and
Like
they're still pushing the narrative
they're pushing hard, bro.
on
And
TikTok. Like every fucking furu is XRP, XRP. What I see from this angle is just a bunch of snake furus trying to find what the most people are into and then become an influencer of that thing to then do something stupid like sell them stupid courses or coins or something. It's so predatory. Like I almost feel bad for the XRP people The XR piss people because they're just getting taken advantage of by like young dudes. Um,
And young chicks
telling
now. It's a
yeah,
lot of
Or
young
youth
just
dudes
now.
and
instant
young chicks
liquidity.
saying that there's going to be $500,000 a coin, and then you get the alt right dads with a camo hat and the fish hook in it. Like, yep, government, yep, government is stupid, but buy a government token. Like, it's like an oxymoron. Like,
Literally.
I mean, it's not even real crypto, but
yeah, I know
They
it's a
have a
fucking
whole
ledger.
building. They got offices, bro. Like,
Like, how are you going to be like, oh, I hate government in my business, but that government token, dude, XRP is the Nancy Pelosi of crypto. Why? Because you have to rely on government for it to possibly work. And then it doesn't work. Why? Because they're just selling the fucking tokens every fucking quarter or month or whatever the fucking is. It's a fucking rug. And no boomer wants to believe it. Goofballs.
here's my thing at the end of the day. XRP. I'm gonna give y'all props because y'all do go hard out there on the social medias. I know more about y'all social medias before I even looked at the price. But guys, if your asset has not gone above its maximum price within over 5 years, and we're in cryptocurrency, the most appreciated asset known to mankind at this time of this recording, I would be a little pissed off. A little bit. A little bit.
Anytime
So that's
it
me.
moves, it dumps. It's crazy.
It really does do. It really does. It's like a whole ceiling they got for this dumpers. Crazy. Like that price chart just blew my mind when I saw it.
But on the good side, we're on the right side of history, because you see there's the same Furus out there that are talking shit on Hex. They're leaving out, they don't know certain parts about Hex, the mechanism that actually benefit the stakers and the holders. And it's not a
Right.
rug, right? Like, for example, the whole 85% ownership, right? Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong here. I'm not the designer. Like, I know bits and pieces of the algorithm, but not the whole thing. Right. Over time, Hex is built to dilute the OA.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Over time.
Yeah. There'll be
well, if
more
it's
stake.
not staked, which it won't be, yeah.
Yeah. So everything that they say is bad is actually a good thing because they don't see it correctly.
They can't think. They can't do the long term thinking part of it. That's the
Well,
issue.
it's
The issue is in crypto. You are automatically supposed to be a short term thinker when you come into crypto because you've seen all the craziness of
the
people making
traders.
crazy. Yeah, you only see those headlines. When I talk to the no corners, my coworkers and stuff, and we talk about crypto, they only
They,
know about the headliners, about people making a crap ton of money or losing it all at the same time.
yeah,
So
they think.
Hex is like
Yep.
totally different from what people think crypto is. So we gotta deconstruct that bullshit to add the Hex mind state. And that's a
The
whole
But
process.
why would the media show them the way out? You know,
Exactly,
they want us to be
exactly. Right.
slaves and work our whole fucking lives and pay taxes and maybe have
Exactly.
two
So
houses by the time you're 70 and then you die
mhm.
because they feed you bad food.
I'm at the point where I don't even acknowledge it. Like, I don't watch if something happens, it's because I'm watching it on TikTok or something, and then I move on. Like, so many people need to turn their TVs off. For real.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I don't watch TV. I mean, I watch a little reality stuff with my girl once a week, but I actually watched The Voice. If you guys know that show, it's a
I know you're
singing
talking
show.
I've
about.
heard of it.
I've actually been reading a shit ton of
I fuck
books
with it,
recently.
but
Like the start of this new year, I've already on my fifth book. Yeah, I'm on my fifth book so far. The start of this year.
I
nice.
like listening to books.
I
I
can't
definitely
do
like
that.
books.
I can't do that.
I
You
can't.
know what's funny? I used to be able to do that when I was younger, but for now, I gotta like have it in my head. I gotta see the words. I don't know something about. I don't
Okay.
know.
Well, I gotta
I gotta
hear them.
feel it.
You gotta see them. I gotta hear them. It's
I'm a
like the
loud motherfucker,
voices.
so like I can hear the voice in my head when I read it to
I
myself. Like, I'm
I
loud enough
need
to
the
it.
I need believe me, I need to hear the words to cover up my voices. Okay.
Understood. I get that. I
I
get
need to
that.
fill my head with other people's words.
I get that. I get that. Do you? As long as
But
you get the knowledge. As long as you get the knowledge.
yeah. I yeah, I listen to I fall asleep to some good ancient alien documentaries.
You know what? I will say I have fallen asleep a few times to Richard Hart's sci-fi.
Yeah, for sure. And now I saw that there was SJ. She does a really good record. She did a recording of it. It's really good.
She did a great recording. That's the one I am listening to. She did a great recording. If anyone wants to listen to it, even for me, I like to read stuff in my hand, but that's like her audio version of it. It's a very like her recording and her pronunciation. It's very good.
Oh,
Yeah, I haven't heard it, but I guess I need to. Oh, what's going on?
sorry.
I got a question here. Where does the OA keep the keys?
Nobody
For
knows.
Hopper Man 99.
You'll never
Nobody
know.
knows, and we're perfectly fine with that.
Write
Why
his
don't you?
name down. Write his name down and give it to me. Who was
You know
that?
what? Since you have that question,
Oh
Okay.
wait,
I
who
want you
was
to
that?
ask.
I'll flag him. Hopper Man
Yeah,
99,
you.
2 P's. Hopper Man 99.
I want you to ask Elon Musk where he keeps all his Tesla shares. I want you to keep the Versace. I want you to talk to the Versace dude. Tell him where he keeps all his Versace shit. You know, he owns most of the shares, a lot of assets. You know, when there's centralized ownership to a healthy degree, mostly does good.
Oh, shit. You guys saw Nomics went out of business today?
That was funny. I was
Like,
cracking up at work. I was cracking up.
Clay might have sold out to CZ.
isn't it like
Do
$50?
not.
It's like $50 a year to have a website. Like, what the fuck?
That's
Yeah, I don't know
They
what
crazy.
must have had
happened
a
there.
shitty business model.
I'm gonna say
Like, how
this.
do
Yeah.
you not have 50 bucks? Like,
I'm
what
gonna say
12-year-old
this.
was a Fortnite player had this
Wells
nomics?
only called it.
What did he call?
Nomics was going to Nomics in their bullshit.
Enlighten me. What bullshit was going on?
Way back when Clay was first asking Hexagons like how does Hex work, yada yada. He wasn't being, 100% transparent with us.
Who? Did you say Kool-Aid?
No, Clay,
Clay is
Oh,
the, I guess, CEO of
the founder,
okay.
the
Nomics.com.
CEO
Okay,
founder.
okay.
Founder.
I got you.
Clay Collins, I believe, is his name.
I
I
got
think,
you.
I think,
Or no?
I don't fucking know.
Anyway,
That dude, he was asking the Hexagons, how does Hex works? He wants to put the correct supply on his website, and at first we are like, yay, Exchange is treating the Hexagons right, yada yada. Time goes on, he fucking changed the supply. He said, no, well, we see it like this, yada yada. You're like, bro, we told you what the fuck it is. So he went on to be on his own fuck shit. And then it turns out, I think Binance actually bought them out, like backdoor. You know about that, Romanian Dan? Didn't Binance buy them?
No, I don't know. I know Rags to Riches put a message that he was trying to buy it. But yeah, someone mentioned it in the spaces today.
Okay,
Rags said
there
Clay
you go.
uh, Clay decreased the circulating supply by 75% with regards to the market cap calculation. Yeah, we went from like third to I
oh,
can't remember
We're like to
uh,
20 something. What was we like in the
12, 20
20s?
maybe.
I think it was like like we was like
Something like in
20
the
for a moment.
teens. Yeah.
oh, because they
Maybe.
took out OA.
Also, Rags wants to know where did the ETH go? Or is
You'll
that too
never
personal?
listen, Rags.
It went to my weed
Ri-
money. Go ahead, sorry.
um, it's none of your business. Are they your coins? Or are they your keys? Was it your ETH? Did you lose your ETH? Yes or no? That is your
Um,
answer.
but yeah, another one bites the dust.
Yeah, I mean, I prefer deck screener or whatever. Like, why do you need that when there's deck screener?
Etherscan too. We're already number 4 on Etherscan, so that's all the information you need. Shit.
We're I mean, if you we're actually number one. If you think about it, let me look. Hold on, let me pull it up.
I mean, yeah, if
Okay.
you actually, put actual value to it, of course we're number one. But
Yeah, because I
what
don't.
they
I
have
mean,
up there,
stable coins. You know what I mean? Stable coins, please. Where do you think all that money is gonna go?
that part.
Yeah, yeah. And and it's weird because it's all done by the quietest people. All the furus and blah 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 that are saying that Hex is a scam. It's just the opposite. Like,
They're the ones who scamming, and they're the ones
yeah,
who got to
like
shut down.
everything is
They're
the
the ones who got to
opposite.
shut down because they've been doing so much scamming. They can't even pay back the minimum of how much they've been scamming. So now they
It's
got to
too
shut down completely.
it's too pure for some people to handle. Did we lose Romanian Dan,
Yeah, I think we did for a moment. He'll be back in a bit.
or did we lose him? Are we still on the show?
We're still
Mike.
alive. We're still
All
alive.
right, perfect, perfect, fantastic. Why am I the biggest one here? Why, like, can we
I
get a
got my
panel
video
here?
up. So,
All right.
but now, people cannot take the simplicity. People cannot take the
Well,
simplicity
it
of hex. That's what it
dude,
is.
but
It's go ahead.
it's not that simple. If you get into the layers of the tokenomics,
In
it's a
my
simple.
opinion, in my opinion, if we're all supposed to be crypto people, if you're quote unquote a crypto people, a person, you should be able to identify what the hex contract does,
Yeah,
the simplicity of what the contract does, and why people value such a contract like that. If you are a quote unquote crypto person. Now, if you're not a math person, you're not a finance person, you're not a money person, you're a newbie, whoever
yeah,
who played basketball all their life, you look into it. Yes, ask all the motherfucking questions you have and plus more. But if
yeah,
you say you or whoever you moon,
yeah. If you're
cowboy,
in it, you should
whoever,
know.
bit, whatever, you should know.
Whenever I talk to regular people about it, the easiest way I go about it is it's a blockchain CD, a certificate of deposit,
Simple. I
right?
tell my coworkers that all the time. And
Now,
let me tell you this: they haven't bought anything yet, but they have watched the performance of it, and even they are impressed. So, however long it takes them to buy, but they know what the fuck's going on.
yeah. And whenever you start to, if you talk to regular, if they ask, well, what about this, um, sometimes they get lost when you're like, okay, now when you stake it, you actually burn it and replace it with hex printers, like a
That's what
Bitcoin
happened.
miner.
I had to explain it a few times over, a couple times. Like I said, like 3 months ago, one way. I said it last month one way, and I said it last week now a whole different way. And then they be like, "Oh, okay." And that's fine. Sometimes it takes people time to understand that.
I'll be walking around some ways just thinking about like the token, like the pumpamentals, if you will,
Hmm.
and I'll be just like pushing around the charts in my head on if this happens here, what does this mean over here? You know what I mean?
Here's
So
the fundamental that always stays in my head that always keeps me so bullish. I always think about the big whales who have a long, large stake ending soon or did end soon. How much money did that person make? How much money does that person really need? How much did they love watching their money go up like that? How much do you think are they going to do it again to keep that money?
So the one, I guess, one negative. I mean, I say negative, right? But it's not like the. If you got a lot of money, you can stake for 30 days and just keep on diluting the market. You know what I mean?
Which is fine. Which is fine.
You're so. I mean, if you know what I mean, if that's the tool that it's used for, right? I mean, I guess Hedron is like that, but on a smaller scale. It takes less money to make more yield just because it's newer,
But
right?
with the T-shirt rate, and once we get into the next bull run,
You're not going to
wow,
be wanting to do 30. You don't want to do 30 days at a time anyway. You know what I mean? But if you got that much money, you're set.
mm-hmm.
There's
So
different
like
ways to look at it.
so I do think about that. If Big Wells want to come in the game and do the 30-day stake, whatever, fine. Like I feel like we're always going to have that within the system because
I mean,
it's
isn't
because
that our fucking? Isn't it everyone's fucking goal?
yeah, like shit,
Stake $10 million and make fucking 3 a month just for like
make
because of a fucking code.
80K, yeah, because of a code,
Yeah,
prices down, bear market, but fuck it, I got
click.
5 million. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
the fuck.
That is what you call a matrix hack.
Honestly, like,
Just got to do the
and
time in the system,
Yeah,
like
before
the
you
other
can do
people
that.
did.
Yeah, you got to do your time, whether it's in life.
I hope you guys DCA and PulseChain when it comes out, or get some cheap hacks if there is some, or use your
Yeah,
Hedron to get some HSIs early on when PulseChain launches.
yeah,
So get
yeah.
T-shares and PulseChain if you don't have
There's
that.
no there's no I wouldn't say there's any reason to wait for dips and hex. Just DCA in as frequently you can and accumulate as much as you can, because dude, you're gonna miss the boat for launch. It's gonna jump up, blah blah blah. We saw it happen. Just it happens. The same thing happens over and over again. V3 news, it goes up. People are like, oh no, and then buy tops and stuff. So the best thing to do is just keep on buying it. I wouldn't worry on like what time frame. Just if you're like a regular person, you know what I mean. But if you're a rich person, do whatever the fuck you want. Dilute the market every 30 days. Fuck it. Are we on air?
Leverage trade?
Oh,
You're gonna
okay.
leverage trade?
Oh hell no, hell no. Never leverage.
Wrecked.
any of y'all gonna look into the liquid loans thing about doing the loans to sell your position, quote unquote, sell your position? Y'all gonna look into that, or y'all not messing with it?
Once I get
I just
back
want
what
I just
I've
want to hear y'all
lost,
opinion.
maybe tap. I'll look into more things once I get back what what I've once lost,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and then but until I get out of Tulum and get back to Dubai and get in touch with the plug again, we're going to be long-term stakers and not gambling. Staking ladders, smart people stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You have a real mysterious shadow around your face, Dan. I never know what's happening. And also, why am I so big? Why am I not why aren't we all the same size squares?
I mean, it was an exclusive interview with you,
Okay, okay, fine,
But
fair
I've
enough.
never actually do it this way. My light died here. I usually
Oh,
never
okay,
have it set up, but oh, there it goes.
just look very like you're telling a scary story.
I mean,
Yeah, get hex, get as much as you can. I mean, you should have already been doing that. Like, I don't know how many people I was like, yo, 3 cents hex forever. Get 3 cents hex. They're like, oh, what about whenever Bitcoin goes to 11K? Like, dude, shut up.
what's the price
Bro,
right now? Let's see.
we was
It's like,
legit saying Hex is 90% off, 95% off. Didn't Richard Hart that said that all coins go down to 95% sometimes?
yeah,
I don't know. I don't know if
yeah.
people want to listen or not.
Well, the way I see it is like the other day there was $4.6 million worth of liquidity. That's not a lot of fucking hex for sale. So how much is a Bitcoin drop really going to affect the liquidity of, I mean, Hart's law, Big Bro's law, yeah, but I don't see hex falling as hard as Bitcoin if anything happens, even though it tends to
Sammy
act
Beef,
faster.
what's up?
I hate this site.
Yeah, I'm just trying to pull up the chart in the last 3 months. It's been going up though.
Yeah.
I did an awesome DCA before the run up, man. I was happy about that.
Once I got out of the institution, I took whatever I had left and then staked the rest of it at 3 cents.
Here's a screenshot of the last 3 months.
Dude, another
Nice.
crazy thing about Hex, that big red candle right there is because dum-dums went to take profit and didn't realize that they had more money that was in the liquidity pool and sold it down to what, like 0.002 or some shit.
Almost, yeah.
That's another fucking feature, not a bug.
And fake, yeah. And people scoop that right up.
Yeah, we had Alan Fizame on last week. He said he set up a LP position for one of his, I think Desi or one of his, one of
Yeah.
those, what are they,
Yeah.
perpetuals. And he set it up so he could sell it in the future. He set it up around 70 something cents, and it wicked up there for some reason on
What?
one of the pools. Yeah, and he sold, like he said he made like a few $100 in fees and sold. I don't know.
I fucked around with
Goddamn.
LP a few times.
I've never heard of that, but yeah.
It's not cheap to do on Ethereum. If you're gonna do it
Nah.
on
Yeah, I've
Ethereum,
never done it on Ethereum. No.
if you're gonna do it on Ethereum, you need to do it long term. I'm missing one of my cats. I don't know where he is. I haven't seen him in a while. What the fuck?
But wicks like that, another thing that makes me so bullish. It's so many people that's lining up to buy Hex. We have so many consistent buyers of Hex. It's literally nonstop.
Let's go to Hex
There was
daily
like a
stats.
mini whale that bought some Hex the other day. I forget how much ETH they had, but
1,000
I
ETH,
think it was 1,000 ETH or something. Yeah,
He or she
the baby whale.
set up at around 6 cents, roughly. So we got
There's
a big
$4.5
wall right
million
there.
worth left.
I always like to divide it by 2 because you're getting the free copy. Maybe I'm looking at it wrong.
No, you need to
I don't think
multiply
I
it.
am.
You need to multiply it by 2, baby.
By 1,000.
No, multiply your Hex by 2.
Oh yeah, no, but I divide the price. You know what I mean? So if like right now we're at 7.7 cents. If I'm buying, I'm like, because I'm getting the copy, I'm thinking, all right, we're at what is that? 3.75, whatever it is, 3.8, 3.8, 3.9.
Yeah.
The price I'm actually getting, since I'm getting the copy. But yeah, my last bunch DCAs were with Hedron. So
What would have to happen for Hex price, for a P Hex price to be higher than E Hex?
I mean, having
Essentially,
having a flood of dollars coming
I
into
don't
the
think it would
P
take
Hex
that
market.
much.
It really wouldn't, honestly,
Like,
because
imagine if a lot of the SAC money goes to like Hex, because Richard secretly hates Paul Sachs and Paul, or you know what I mean? Who knows? And he puts all the money into Hex, and then like a month later, like Hex is like $1 on that side.
well, the T-shirt rate is going to be higher over time, I believe, on PulseChain. So how would that affect the price? Would the price be lower so you could, or I mean, from what
Why
Wales has
would
said and a few
would
people, the
would the
price should follow the T-shirt rate
would the
over
T-shirt
time.
rate be higher because there's more people using it and ending stakes faster?
Yeah, more people starting stakes on that side. I think that would be a safe bet, right?
Yeah.
I think.
And there could be a whole lot of emergency end staking on the post chain side as well.
You mean
People
on
have probably
ETH?
had, I'll say on the post chain side, because say if someone had a bleeding stake on the east side, on the Ethereum side, because it cost them too much to end it.
Well, then it's going to be doubled. So then you just take your profits from the PulseChain side and pay for the gas on the ETH side, right? Or here's a thought I had. What is the reason to stake Hex natively versus HSIs?
Well, you could do more with HSIs. It's just a different code built on top, so it's more less secure, I guess. Maybe
For,
since it's only been around, 2 years
S-
less, whatever.
Okay,
for
so
me,
it's yeah.
for me, it's a liquid stake. It's a stake I can trade on the market in one way or another for some kind of value.
Now,
Yeah, so it's kind of better, right? I mean,
well,
if you look at it that way, you can do more with the stake.
this is
There's pros and cons. There's pros and cons. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
where Hedron clicked with me. Whenever I saw that if you mint through there, it gives you a small amount, right? That you can taking a loan out is stupid to me. But what I realized is in 15 years, when ETH is fucking, I don't know, $4,000 to unstake, that Hedron that you had is going to be worth more than that ETH. And that's the Hedron through a HSI. The loan is to end your hex stake.
Okay, that's interesting. Never thought about it that way.
That's how I thought about it because I was like, man, what happens if my fucking it goes up to here and then ETH is like $10,000 for whatever the numbers are. That's going to screw a lot of people over. You know what I mean? So what this is through a HSI, you get that loan, that Hedron loan. At the end, whenever it's $10,000, assuming your Hedron is more than that, you use that to end the get. Well,
I mean, to me, Hedron, you can get the T-shirt with it, right? Which is the most important thing. It's better than Hex. It's a T-shirt. It's what you want. It's what gives you the yield. And with Hedron, you can buy it at a cheaper price. And people haven't yet seen the value
no,
of Hedron
no. I'm not
for
talking
some
about
reason.
buying Hedron. I'm talking about staking Hex through Hedron. HSIs.
Yeah, I
Okay.
understand. Yeah, but you can also buy HSIs with
Yeah.
Hedron.
Yeah. And Hedron makes yield monthly. So, I mean, that's like short term stuff, right? Versus Hex decades, right? So,
Yeah, haven't really wrapped my mind around. So if you do the HSI right and you want to exit, you're gonna sell it on a exchange like OpenSea or something like that, for example, or you're gonna sell it to the ICOSA contract. But are you gonna get what it's worth if you sell it to ICOSA 5 years down the road? Or
see, I don't,
And
that's the thing.
and here's the thing that I think like people like Crypto Sloth and then I've talked about. You're going to sell it like for a discount, like for like maybe like a 40% discount, 30%, maybe something like that, because you're selling it on the market for someone to buy up from you. You get what
Uh,
I'm saying? So it's kind of like, all right,
yeah,
you gotta
uh,
make it fair. You gotta make it an equal deal on both ends. You get what I'm saying?
at that point you just got to do the 15,
yeah, I say
or
don't,
whatever the stake is.
whatever you do, I still say that's the con, but at the same time, it's good. Here's the good part about it, or here's the bad part. Don't sell your stake. If you make your stake, do your time. Don't versus, or what happens if your wallet gets compromised? You can send that NFT to another wallet. That's the one thing that's kind of cool. But at versus, if your wallet gets compromised, Hex stake doesn't even show because it's burned. So there's so much fucking game theory,
But
pros,
another thing, like,
cons.
but another thing, say 5 years down the line, Hex is worth crazy amount of dollars. T-shirts worth crazy amount of dollars. Say you only was able to make a B share kind of an HSI stake. B shit's still gonna be worth a crazy amount of dollars, even if
It
you sell it for
Uh,
a discount of what it's worth at that point
it's the
compared
same
to what you
thing.
first, yeah, compared to what you first put into it. That's still a crazy profit. But that was still a 15-year HSI. You just sold it within the first 5 years. But 5 years it went up 100x, whatever.
Yeah.
But now you
I
can
mean, you could.
realize
There's more
realize
things you could do with it. You could sell it at the top when you believe it's the top, right? And then you could re-enter the system when you believe it's the bottom.
That
So
goes
yeah.
against hex theology though.
yeah, but you don't have to sell all your HSIs. You do that with a portion of
Yeah.
them. You know, it's just
But here's another
more
thing. Another thing.
more utility. I mean, more things
Yeah.
you could do with it.
But here's another thing that I kind of see as a con of the HSI. It's not technically a native hex stake.
No, it's
So
not.
so like the airdrops the Hexicans get, would you
Uh
qualify for those?
well, do we
Um,
yeah.
let's say I really hope never, ever Hedron codes gets into some bullshit when the HSIs be compromised. We already got a proven track record with Hex, and Hedron is proving itself. It's like 360 days, something like that. As time goes
It's
on, it's gonna
almost a
keep
year.
proving itself. Yeah.
It's almost a year, as they say.
So, it's like you have certain security and crypto financial benefits to having a Hex native stake compared to having HSI. Like the crypto market as a whole will see a native stake more valuable.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess the right answer is
This
do
is a good point too.
do a little bit of
The
everything.
disc. Yeah, no, I agree. That's what I have. But this is a good point. The discount attached to selling is better than the ES penalties,
True,
right?
true, yeah, because the stake is still going on. It's still in the system. Yeah,
But not if you do half. If you do half, you get your whole. You just don't do the. But I mean, that's 7.5 years. Let's say it's yeah,
7.5 years,
it's wild,
like the hex price is going to be something crazy. Like we all know this. So it's
right? That's if you do half the time, you just get your principal back. But that's a lot of interest you're giving up
Yeah, I'm in it
in
for the
seven
long
and a
run.
half years. Oh yeah, me too. I mean, you don't have selling hex is the last thing you should sell if you're gonna sell, unless you sell like a little yield here and there. But
and that's another
you
thing.
know,
It does
that's
take away from the hex sell pressure. You're never selling hex throughout any of these transactions we talked about. Not once do we mention hex being sold.
exactly. I mean, all that hex is locked up 15. Most of it when Icosa came out, a lot of them got created.
So say you onboarded a newbie, would you tell them about HSIs or would you wait for them? Well,
Uh,
would you let them complete their staking ladder and then would you mention HSI? Like they got their staking ladder, they're set up. Would you drop it on them or
I just made my friend get some Hedron
okay?
with a portion of his, one of his buy-ins that he did.
So he knows about the Hedron Icosa ecosystem, or he's starting to know about
Yeah,
it.
he just staked it. Yeah,
th-
I mean, he doesn't know much, but
I
he doesn't really understand the T-share yet. So
I think this is what I do. I tell them to make their first 555 native stake on hex,
Right.
and then their next one save up a grand or something, $500, a grand, another whatever, depends on what you're doing and who you are. Um, then I'd be like, okay, now check this out. You do a HSI, and you also get more Hedron, and it's So I'd have them set up with a native, then I'd tell them to do this. Switch it up, and I would explain why. I wouldn't explain it all at once because there's no point.
Right.
I would explain the Hedron at the like if they wanted to do it again. You know what I mean?
yep.
Because there's layers of
Yeah,
complexity
I
and
like
understanding.
Hedron.
It took me a while to get it.
Yeah, definitely. I had to sit down for multiple hours to wrap my head
Dude,
around it.
there's some. I'm like, I'll like go in hard on something and I'll try to learn something, but at some point, like I cannot keep on trying to learn more shit and more like you know what I mean. For instance, like I, I've seen the chia stuff going around. I have no idea what the hell that's about, but you know what I mean. You have
Nah,
a
I
leaf,
definitely
right?
get crypto fatigue at some point.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Like I can only take in so much.
yeah.
I mean, there's two ways to acquire the T-shirt. You buy Hex or you buy Hedron. And with Hedron, you get it 40 to 60% off. Simple. That's it. That's all
Wait,
you need to
what?
get.
Wait. Why? Why? Because Hedron is the same thing as Hex? What do you
No,
mean?
you can use
No,
Hedron
because
to buy HSI stakes off auction. So you're buying HSI
Oh,
stakes using Hedron,
and the
now we're
Hedron
and this
value,
the
yeah.
you're getting it like because not a lot of people are bidding.
And people
okay.
do be getting
You're
some good
you're gonna get
deals.
it 30%
That
off,
did.
60%
How many
off. Like
people made HSI stakes and then took loans out on them?
it wasn't loans. It was people selling their hex
Oh, okay,
stakes
that's
to
right.
that Costa contract
That's
or the
right.
HSIs to that Costa
Okay,
early on. There's thousands of
and
T-shirts.
those get sent to that as well as the people that take out loans on their HSI stakes and don't pay them back, and those also get
All
sent
right,
to the right.
let me pull it up. Give me a few minutes. I gotta connect my wallet. Let me see if I can remember this password. If not, I can't do it. 1 second. But yeah, you pretty much if you have Hedron, you go to app.icosa.pro. You go to the HSI auctions tab, and at the top of that, you'll see I don't know a few thousand HSIs that you can start a bid on. In order to start a bid, you put the minimum amount of Hedron, and you have to pay like a $3 gas fee.
Yeah.
On PulseChain, you won't pay shit, so I can go in there and start like 100 things I like and just
Okay.
fucking win a bunch of them.
Do you think there's just going to be
Let me
like a
try and
bunch
pull it up.
of whales just buying
Like
everything though?
that's what's happening right now. It's a lot of the same wallets buying everything, and then you look at some of them and they have 30 billion Hedron, and you're. But in the future, if you hold on to your Hedron, you might be able to get a way better discount. But on the pole chain side, my strategy is to get them early. I just want to get my T shares on there using my Hedron, my copies. I think I can unstake all of them. I haven't looked through all my wallets, but yeah, I'm just going to unstake them and move them either to one wallet and just buy up some fucking HSIs the first day or two while everyone is doing ratio trading and trying to put more money on. I'm going to be scooping up some T-shares, and a lot of people are going to be doing that as well. I mean, Famous has been talking about it for weeks in the spaces. So, um, yeah, and then the other way you can get T-shares. I forgot the perpetuals. So that could be another good play. You might look at what a perpetual costs when we launch on the other side.
Like
You
Desi and
might,
all them, Polly.
yeah,
Yeah,
you might get a lot more, more hex for
because
the
like
same amount of whatever
Maxi,
you're swapping out of. So if let's say you're swapping out of PulseX, you're gonna swap PulseX to Hex, or you can swap PulseX to Desi or Lucky or Trio, which is a 3-year one. And then you might get what if you get double the Trio than you would in Hex or like 50% more.
are
Like I
these
and
Desi?
that
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, this when it ends for the Trio, the 3-year one, or the I think base is the 1-year rollover. Whenever that term ends, you go in there and you can swap your uh how many deci you have for how many hex you should get and how many. I think they take the hedron. That's the only thing. So you just have to do the time pretty much.
So
Right now, they have a lesser value in Ethereum because the liquidity is small. The founders really didn't provide any liquidity, so it's just the ratio. I think you get like 10% off, maybe. I'm not sure. I
okay.
can look right now what the Deci price is.
So what happens when you buy the Desi token?
You can hold it like any token and sell it, or you can wait when the 10-year period ends. I don't know when that is, but you can look it up. You can go to their website and swap your Deci with the contract for whatever that Deci is worth in the hex contract that they did. It's like a pool. So they had, you know what they did? Initially, people just gave their hex and they got Deci at a 1-to-1 ratio, and they took all that hex and staked it for 10 years. So when that 10-year time is up, you can go in there and interact with your Deci, and you'll get whatever that Deci is worth, that amount of hex. So might be, I don't know, in 10 years, it's 2-3 times. So one Deci would be 3 hex or whatever, you know
Do
what I
you
mean?
have to
Whatever
hold
the
on to that
interest
Deci
accrues.
the whole time?
No, you could sell it on the market. You could buy right now. Dex Screener, USDC,
Yeah, yeah.
Deci. Let me see if I can find it.
I was just trying to like picture how all those ones work out because there's you know what I mean. I
Yeah,
didn't
I
pay
can't
too
find
much
it, but
attention because I knew that like Maxi was bonded to it somehow, but it's like a penny more.
Maxi's the 15-year one. The
Oh,
five five
clearly,
five five
clearly.
five 555.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah, so what
why are there
you
so
might be
many
able to get
why
more.
are there
Yo, guys, I gotta go.
all right, man.
It's been nice. It's been nice streaming with y'all.
Nice
Nice
meeting you,
being
man.
back. Nice meeting you too. Appreciate being on here with you. Y'all follow me on Twitter, tap_hex. Same thing on TikTok, tap_hex. Apparently, I'm onboarding people on TikTok through my videos. People, I guess, like the stuff I say on there. So follow me there, repost me, all that good stuff. Y'all have a good rest of y'all night. I'm out.
Hell yeah. Later, man.
Good job, Tap. Nice. I'm glad to hear you're onboarding people. Have a good night, man. I guess you got to be more personal on there. I don't show my face a lot on the TikTok.
That
I don't think I've onboarded anyone, but I have lots of fucking likes.
yeah.
It doesn't matter. I'm just reposting Richard Hart stuff and doing like funny videos with community member videos. Like, yeah.
I think that
But
TikTok
maybe the live.
I think that TikTok did a pretty good job at like monetizing your effort into it. Cuz like I feel like if you make a good quality video, you spend a couple minutes to edit it, make sure everything's synced up, it usually always does better than some shit you just threw together. But every once in a while you get some bullshit that goes off.
Do you monetize it? Like I've never monetized. I don't know what to do
Uh
to monetize.
so monetize. Okay, so how
Do
that
you make money off your TikTok?
so the only way I've made money off TikTok is people sending me like roses and tiny dinies. I
Okay, so you got a live stream.
yeah,
Okay,
whenever you live stream,
and you have to do a setup, a separate setup or anything.
no, you just
No.
automatically like people can just they send you roses and fucking things or whatever. But like that's just if you know I never asked for any of that, and I didn't even know what the hell any of it was. And I get banned quite frequently. Oh wait, okay, yeah, I get banned quite frequently from TikTok because apparently I'm quite offensive. Whenever I talk about my brother, I get you know pretty passionate, right? But so that's why I lost a bunch of followers. So follow me, Shane Schueler, on TikTok. We got to get to 1,000 so I can go live again. And but anyway, when you go live, and you get banned, you don't have access to your money anymore. You got to like be unbanned to get your $9 back. Yeah, so I found out I found out that yeah, I'm officially an influencer. I've been paid $9 on TikTok. So like and describe Shane Schueler or no, Richard's brother on TikTok. There you go. It's a plug.
Yeah, and Haste, this is actually Richard's brother. Yeah, and yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna talk about it, but you can about
Yeah,
your
yeah. My
mental health and all that.
oh, did someone ask? Oh yeah, yeah. I'm Richard's brother. I'm his younger brother, Shane Schueler. We didn't see eye to eye to one time. He had me institutionalized. There's a restraining order on my family. Uh, I'm. I need to. I, I need him to unblock me. Have him respond. I need to talk to him. We have things we need. We have issues we have to solve. Things we have to do. But I wish the best for him. He just needs to unblock me.
But yeah, anyways, what were you saying? Sorry.
That's a good question.
But yeah, man, the Hedron's nice. Yeah, what I was
Oh,
trying to say is you might get a lot more hex if you look at the other pairs.
okay.
You might try. I don't know.
Yeah.
Worth a look.
What I was trying to get my head around, okay, why would you ever buy a maxi token? Or why would you buy anything other than a maxi token?
Well, the other ones end earlier, so you can exit with your hex earlier.
Okay, maybe I just don't
But
have.
yeah, that's a good
I'd
question.
have to
Yeah.
see like a thing on it. I was fatigued out.
Well, you want to wait the 15 years, or do you want to wait 3 years with Trio,
I don't.
or 7 years with Lucky? And then it's just a
Why
7 year stake instead of a 15 max length
I
stake.
just don't see why you just wouldn't make a 7-year stake, or you know what I mean, just do the stake. I'm gonna have to watch a tutorial on it or something to get
Well,
my
you'll
head
get a
around.
lot more. That's like, what if you get 50% more Lucky than you would hex? Let's say
Uh,
you're swapping, I don't know, 1,000,000 pulse hex for 100,000 hex. But instead of getting 100,000 hex, you can get 150,000 Lucky. Now that if you wait the 7 years, you're gonna get way more hex than if you take that 100,000 hex and stake it 7 years or whatever it would be. I don't know, 6 years because they already served 1 year.
Hold on, someone just
But yeah,
your
just
keys,
different place.
your crypto is asking if this is real. Yes, this is real. Let me send the link. Where did it go? Oh, there we go.
There's the guy in here asking the same thing. Is this really Richard? Yes, this is Shane
Yeah.
Schueler. This is Richard Hart's brother, younger brother.
Yes, younger brother. I was put away for some time. I'm back, so welcome world. I might seem a little hostile on TikTok, but we're fixing all that with the doctor. We're getting past some things, Things are going great. Hopperman, Hearts, bro. Yep. Left Action House. Oh, we got an anarcho syndicalist in here. Left Action. Are we
He said he
arming the
didn't
brother?
know Richard had a brother. Richard doesn't really. Wait, is that when he doesn't talk about you? It's probably
He's
bad
never
for
mentioned
business,
me.
right?
Yeah. Well, if you believe the rumors, then yeah. Where the fuck is my other cat? But yeah, he didn't want to associate himself with me. So
That's interesting. Richard's a dog guy, or you're a cat guy?
yeah.
Was that always that way?
Yep.
Yeah,
I
interesting.
was always a lot more agile and on my toes.
You
Uh,
probably had to because he would have beat your ass or something, right?
yeah. I had to be the quick one. Hopperman, he says short. What are you talking about? How, you know what? I'm pretty sure that's Richard.
Cold showers,
I,
calm the
I'm
mind.
pretty.
Who knows
I'm
what he's
pretty
talking
sure Hopperman. I'm pretty sure that's Richard Hart's alt account. So, brother, if that's you, cold showers calm the mind. Yeah, I know. I know who talks like that. So, congratulations, Romanian Dan. We got Richard in here. Hey, big bro, it's about time you come talk to me. What's the deal, man?
That was Shane's prediction. It was July 4th.
Yep.
That was Shane's prediction. Independence Day. I mean, do you believe in the whole, what is that, energy chakra stuff? Like you and Richard could be thinking great minds think alike, brothers, brother on brother thinking alike.
Yeah.
And maybe you could be right. What if, yeah, July 4th. I mean, who else better to make the prediction than you, right? Other than the
Listen,
devs, but I mean, what the heck do they
I
know?
just got out not too long ago, right? I'm in touch with some of the people that I used to engage with who have an eye on things. Um, It's not 100%. You know what I mean? But that's the best conclusion that me and my team came to with what was said.
Hopperman 99. Sorry to interrupt. He says, "I love you, man." Now, is that something Richard would say? Something like that. You might be right. That could be his alt account. Well, if that's you, Richard, welcome to the show. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, we
like and subscribe.
Yeah, where do you think Richard got his fashion from? I had all of the tracksuits. That was my thing. And it still is. I still have 7 tracksuits. One for every day. One for every day, Richard!
I'll be right back, Shane. I gotta feed the baby.
All right. I'll keep him here.
Yeah, go ahead. I mean,
all right, Left Action House. What was this? Left Action House. What's your? Let's interview you. I still gotta wipe the makeup off my face from all the women that I was making love to. Man. PulseChain, Independence Day. That's my bet. Wait, what do we enjoy? Well, thanks, Ray. We're trying to get past demons here. 1 second. That's better. Yeah, so if you want to know more of my story, follow me on TikTok at Shane Schueler, Richard's brother. Ugh. So are you and Richard the same mind? No, we're 2 people. You can't be. I might have to set up the candle. Am I have to light the candles on you? Listen, we have different positions on NFTs. I'm a little more open-minded than Richard is on NFTs, but Richard says he hates NFTs because he has to. Because no one should ever buy $100,000 JPEG that has no utility other than to be inside of a club, a rich person club. That is insane. May 4th is your mom's B-Day. Don't ask me how I already know that. All right. Do I hate NFTs? Like I said, wait, I'm behind here. No. Fuck. All right. Dan, they're trying to make me light the candles on them and do an 8-hour stream.
Really? I mean, that's something Richard would do, but
where do you think he got it from, bro? I don't know if
you want to be like him.
Where do you think he got it from? You should come to my show tomorrow. You should come on my show tomorrow. I should come in a lot of places tomorrow. I got candles too, bro. What show? I don't know what show you're talking about. Show your show.
Show your show on the Worst Damn Crypto Show. Let's go. Come on.
Yeah. I like that energy. That's the network. The Left Action House show. Oh, well, that fucking makes sense. There we go. I'll have to check it out. I'll like and describe. I'm getting flooded with DMs, so please, I have to keep track of. Just DM me on Twitter, whatever the things are. Shane Schueler, so forth. You go live with your mom on Fridays at 1 to 3. Because
Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. OST. I don't know what that is. Thank you for clarifying that.
OST ostriches. Yeah, send me a DM.
Is that Australia? OST ostriches? Ostrich?
Action House. Left. I listen to a lot of punk rock, and Left Action House sounds like a like like a CBGB's. Like Against Me or Anti Flag is playing at the show. Through the best of times, through the worst of times. What are you writing down there on your pad, Romanian dude?
I was trying to give the baby some water, but
Oh yeah.
what do you think? You think Richard's ever gonna get married?
Mike Valley is a singer. I'm sorry. The answer to your question is yes. Well, those are two big things. I'm gonna answer you first because Mike Valley. I know him, Mike Vallely, actually. He taught me trick tips in the basement when Richard was playing his Nintendo and not let me play Nintendo, and I was skateboarding in the basement. He used to get Mike Vallely, Mike V gets in a bunch of fights and stuff. It's probably hardcore as hell.
I'll be right back.
All right.
1 minute, and then I should be good for like 20 minutes or so.
Cool. I think PulseX. Yeah, I'm sure he had to be now, or he's gonna end up in jail. He's a fucking machine. My dude is Jason Ellis. I don't know if you know Jason Ellis. He had a show on Sirius XM on Faction Punk, and he's had Mike V on there. He's a skateboarder. He was like Tony Hawk's friend. Sandip, what do you think, Paul? Okay, yeah.
So what does Shane like to do in his free time? Is he banging chicks like Richard? What is?
Most certainly. I was actually just engaging in a romantic relationship with one of the local women that are protecting me here.
How many women do you have again?
There was 9.
9 in your security detail. That's damn. Must be expensive, I guess. Hope to get there one day. I don't think 9 would be. That's too many.
Well, I mean, look at.
Kind of like to lay low key, you know.
Yeah, well,
I might not need security detail. It depends how big the show gets.
well, I mean, Gaddafi, he had a problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah, indeed. No, for sure. Yeah, but you're not on Gaddafi's level, man. Come
No,
on.
of course not. And I wouldn't like. I don't think more is better. I think he got greedy with his women. Right? I don't want any more than 9. I don't even need that many. But it's what I have to deal with right now. He's in. What am I smoke? I don't even. I'm used to TikTok, so I don't know if I can say that or I'll get banned. I asked what vegan. I skated with that vegan nerd when I was 12. Mike V. He might be vegan, but he's not. Dude, he's not a nerd. He's gonna beat you up. Are the hearts related to Sam Kinison? um. Richard isn't as funny. Let's just keep it there. I'm gonna get some water. I'll be back.
Whoa. I don't know. Richard's pretty funny for a nerd. There you go, Shane.
Richard could always solve puzzles, but like he couldn't really talk to girls at first.
But then he solved that puzzle too in the end.
I mean, I'm sure he's doing better than what he used to when we ran around. I know he's made progress. But I feel like old brother's been stressed out. I feel like there's something else that's going on. Do you see? Everyone sees the flexing videos. Does he look like he's flexing, or does it look like he has a
No,
gun
he
to his
looks.
head?
Yeah, yeah, he looks like he has a gun to his head. Yeah.
Here's my watch. It cost $700,000.
It's held its value better than Bitcoin.
Oh, I'm gonna give it to charity. So, what I don't know if he giving his cars to charity.
No, he's too greedy in my opinion to give his card. He's
I
gonna
thought
do
he
the
made a tweet
whole
about that.
museum, right?
I thought he made a tweet about giving his.
Trap Gravity is gonna be the security guard in the museum.
Wait, did Trap say that, or did he say that?
Trap said that that's his dream job.
Okay. Is that a? Okay. I mean, we never really knew of Trap to be that kind of cowboy. At least from what I've heard.
Wasn't he a double in that one movie? The cowboy movie?
Severed Pelvis Mountain.
Or are we talking different traps here?
We might be confused. I mean, I don't want to slander anyone, but if it's Brokeback Mountain, then
yeah, I think it's different traps we're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever. But this guy's some flat Earth guy. I don't know, some weirdo.
Yeah, let the bands play. Yeah. Speaking of bands, what's Richard's favorite band? Would you know?
Square Pusher.
Or what kind of Square Pusher? Wow, I gotta Google that. I never heard that. Square Pusher.
And Venetian snares. My Twitter is Shane Schueler. It's in the name. Yeah, it's at Shane Schueler. How about that? First name, last name. There's only one.
That's some druggy music. I guess is that Richard's vibe. I just listened to some Square Pusher. That's Richard's the vibe for techno stuff.
Drill and bass, glitch, left action house. Sick, he says. Leo 2K says wet. Tin Top by Romanian Dam. Depends when the show goes viral. In the bull market, you'll get 27 virgins. I don't know if that's what Romanians do.
Nah, we'll probably start a school or something.
As a Romanian, have you ever been offended by Borat or Sacha Baron Cohen or any of his workings?
No, he put us on the map, and he's funny as fuck.
Word. That's how I look at it, and I'm not even Romania.
Where's the pussy magnet?
Did you see his was it the thing he did 2 years ago? Where he did the liberal.
I think so. Yeah.
What was it called? It was so good.
Maybe I have it now. His Ali G one was funny back in the day too.
It was about the election. Fuck, I can't.
No, I don't
this
think
is horrible for radio, but whatever. But yeah, look up his newest work, and he does segments, and he plays a liberal in one, then he plays a conservative, and then he plays it's just insane. It's hilarious. He's making fun of the world. Well, America. Who is America is what it's called.
Okay, there you go. I'll check it out.
Yeah,
thank you.
I co-sign that. I'm shilling Sacha Baron Cohen movies. Is that allowed in Hexaco?
Yeah, I believe so.
There should be like I feel like there's different self-proclaimed hierarchies in Hexaco. You know, there's the purists, as they say, and then
The purebloods.
yeah, and then some. It makes you uncomfortable if you let them know that you bought a shirt offline or something. You know what I mean? You bought something on the internet. Then there's the other one. What's this chia stuff?
Chia is a blockchain.
Okay, I don't know.
You farm plots.
Is it like Farmville?
You know that the Cookie Monster guy. This guy shows it. I don't know if it's like Farmville, but
Okay.
this guy right here, the Cookie Monster guy, formerly known as Orca.
Mm.
He's a Chia show.
Oh, yeah,
Church of Chia.
yeah, I saw a bunch of weed leaves going around. I was like, I don't got. Oh, whoa.
And this guy too. He's a big Chia guy. That's
Wait,
Hexbola,
that's Hexvilla?
allegedly. Even Jim Rat did a few Chia strings, hung out in a few Chia spaces.
He looks like Freddie Mercury.
Teach me, Daddy.
Someone make him look like Freddie Mercury right there. Put the Mr. Robot dude's face over his.
Mama, I just wrecked the man.
I don't get involved in any of the drama since I've been in Mexico and I watch from afar, right? But I watch some of his material from time to time. I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah, me neither. I like it.
It's fair enough to say that I would say that I like his content. Sam Stolt as well. He's very educational with like liquidity providing.
I just like it when they have the mustaches on. I just stare at the mustaches.
Are you saying the episodes where they both have mustaches?
Yeah, those are the best.
I'm picturing I'm getting like a YMCA. Because I feel like if you're with the boys, like there should be one mustache guy. If you got two like mustache boys running around,
One too many.
yeah, are you like a crew now? You know, you know, like what did I walk into? Did I walk into the wrong bar, or did I get arrested? You know.
We pull over.
Oh yeah. Let's go to the
So I
chat.
made this for your brother. He donated 27 million to charity. How do you feel? Are you proud of him?
Yeah, of course.
That I mean, that could change lives in a few. $27 million.
Let's be real. That's $27 to him.
Yeah. Well, he didn't. It was I guess it came from his pocket. I guess. But
Did it? Or was it the sack?
well, people gave it to the sacrifice, and
He raised.
he would have gotten the money if he didn't offer that option of.
Yeah.
Uh,
He raised 27 million.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
He didn't give his own money. You know what I mean?
That's correct.
Allegedly. It's yeah. I don't think I ever want to have enough money to like. I don't think it's necessary for me to be a billionaire. You know what I mean?
I mean, he might leave you some money when he
Oh
passes.
no.
Right?
I don't need. I'm not looking for his money. I don't want his money. But like I was thinking from like who really wants that? Because now you have to like have security. You know what I mean? if someone knows you, you know what I mean, who you are. I'd rather just have $10 million, like the good old days, and then I don't need a billion. Who no one needs? I don't. You know what I mean?
I do.
I get. I mean, we're just gonna hoard it. Like, live your life, spend it.
Just gonna walk around handing people $100 bills for no reason. Might do that for a while, just because.
People are already doing that on
Yeah,
YouTube, and
but
by the
not
time
not
you're able to
film
do
it. I
that,
would just, you know,
how's anyone not gonna know ever have? And you're gonna
who
have the biggest
cares?
backpack, and someone's gonna stab you for that fucking thing they could have just got for free.
You can bring like 5 Gs. You hand out 50 fucking $100 bills to random people throughout the day. Like walk around the city in some other country. No, I'm not handing out in the U.S. People can go to work to some grandma or something. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah, yeah.
some babushka.
I feel like Mr. Beast should. I mean, I think he already does that, but like people that can, I guess, yeah, just give back. Like
Yeah. Well, the best thing I've heard is, I don't know if you know Irwin. I forget his
Steve,
name. No, not Steve Irwin. He's in the Hex community. He's a flat earther. He's been on a few streams before. Facing Reality is the name, maybe. Anyways, the first few times I heard him speak in the spaces, one time he was talking about, starting a school where they would learn everything differently, and they would teach actual science and make them do actual science projects and not just whatever is already
that,
thought.
that's what they all say.
Yeah. So that would be a cool project I would want to throw some money at,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't know. It's help out people in Romania, but yeah, that's a lot
Like
of
Andrew
work.
Tate.
No, like one thing I don't like are the gambling, betting houses. Like, so in Romania, like every corner has like a freaking betting
Really?
place that you can go and make a sports bet, but they
Huh.
automatically take 5% when you go in. So you're already, if you're a professional sports bettor, you're winning at a 55% rate. So over there, in order to break even, you would have to win at a 55% rate plus whatever the juice is, so another 10%. Or
So it's
so it's
basically
just,
just predatory.
yeah, yeah. So you would have to get in the government involved and lobby something like that, I think, in order to get them out, change the laws, or like build something better next door. And I don't know, just go in there and pretty much buy up a place next door and just, I don't know. I don't know what you could do, but don't go in here. It's bad. Learn about crypto. Don't gamble your money away right next to them, Are you tired of gambling your money away? Do you want to invest in a crypto CD?
I thought of this idea for like a voting platform that would also be like, for instance, if you, me, and fucking Tap wanted us to decide on movie night every Thursday, we would vote. Okay, whatever. That then creates a location, right? So in that zone at your house, you and your boys decided on this idea. Like a network of governance based on location of thought and voting to your location, I think would be a future governance role for like society, or possibly. I don't know if I'm painting the right picture.
Yeah, you're going over my head with it. I'm not quite getting it, but
So you know how
that's
like in
Shane
counties you
Schueler
vote?
thoughts. Yeah, yeah.
So instead of a county voting, how about everyone with a phone in a triangled location could vote on what the county does?
Yeah, but that's
Participate.
if the system wasn't rigged. I mean.
Well, it's on the blockchain and it's public ledger. It's like, hey, do you vote
Yeah,
this or
yeah.
that?
When we overthrow this government, it's
Well,
been
what I'm
200
saying,
years of
it's
slavery now. You're gonna
what I'm saying is, I don't think it's an overthrow. I think it's like create the new system and leave the other one behind slowly.
Oh, it's a great idea. I agree with you, but yeah,
I
it's
think
tough.
that's what we're doing. I think it's happening is just slowly over time.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see how much control governments can get over time.
For
It's
example, if someone just made the app or
the
something and it
fight.
worked on the blockchain, and then you said, "Hey, everyone, vote how fast your speed limit should be here," and it wasn't like everyone wasn't trolling and putting like 169. Everyone with their in their local location would put their vote in, and then that would be the vote of your local speed limit. You know what I mean? We use something else as an example that it won't kill people, but
Yeah, I mean that makes a lot of sense. And it
and
would,
instead of borders and counties, you just have like thought areas. Like, you know what I mean? People that think like this will vote here. You know what I mean? But it can like move, migrate with people, kind of. Maybe that's I don't know. Basically, a
yeah, it makes
governance
sense.
way of
It makes
voting
sense.
without borders.
No, I agree. But they don't want, whatever. Nothing. I don't believe in government the way it's run right now. So
Yeah, yeah.
it's
Like
just all a game. It's all a game,
like
and everyone's just,
I
I don't
feel
know.
like this is the
Nobody sees it.
revolution. Like, the South Park turd sandwich versus douchebag, right? Eventually, someone's gonna make an app where we vote on our own presidents, and more people are gonna use the app than are gonna show up to the fucking government building.
Yeah, if
That's how I
first,
think
that's
revolution has changed.
all the
Like, it
old
might
fucks
take
need to
50.
die.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then yeah, I mean it'll be up to the people that are 30, 40 now to see if they don't get brainwashed, and whoever gets empowered. The thing is, the only if you get in big power spots like that, you're already working for someone else. So
The decentralize it.
unless there's a war and the people like go storm and everyone is in consensus that the government needs to change and get reformed and that we're not really following the constitution, all that, I don't, how are you, it's not, I don't see it transforming over time unless you just revolution, start from zero, start from the
Well,
bottom
it's
again.
becoming less and less efficient, and people are paying less and less attention and voting less and less, and it's working less and less. So eventually, it will just become completely obsolete. It'll work itself, like it'll work. It's working itself out.
Yeah, as long as you pay your taxes, everything's fine.
But I mean,
And you spend money, you go to work and you spend money, everything's good.
that's a totalitarian like point of view to look at it. Like, I feel like we think that we're enslaved, but we're actually pretty sure we're better off than what we used to be, for sure. But we always think, oh, it's not like
Maybe not though. What about the food supply, the food we're eating?
we've had
You
more
don't
food than
know.
ever. We have
Yeah, but
people
it's not
dying
good
from
food.
being fat.
It's not good food. You don't want to be fat. I'm talking about like the food supply. You're just eating fucking GMOs and all that shit. Who knows what,
Yeah.
they pull fluoride in the water. Like fluoride's not good for you. It's just, who knows, man.
One thing that I've found
Everything's
out is
fucked.
like
Everywhere you look, everything's fucked. Think about all the kids that die from cancer every year, and cancer's been cured how many times by how many different people?
I don't know.
Everywhere
I
you
haven't
look,
cured cancer.
everything is fucked. I mean, do some research online. How many?
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that have cured different kinds of cancers,
Yeah.
and yeah, all these fucking kids still die every year. It's
Yeah.
just sick. It's
One
sick.
thing I try not to worry too much about what I can't control, because then it's just useless. You stress
Yeah, me
yourself out.
too. I'm not. Of course, I stress myself out a few times about it, but of course, I try to go by that. And there's not much you can do. Like all I'm trying to say is, everywhere you look, it's fucked up. If you look deep enough, like, and we are
But you
slaves.
could
How
say
can you
you can
escape a system where everyone pays in dollars, and that's
but
everyone works for, gives up their time for something someone else can just print more money of, more dollars, and then your piece of the pie gets
but
smaller, and you don't
but you're
control that
not.
at all, and you don't vote
You're
on that.
not.
It's just like
You're free. You
I
figured it
just
out. You've made it.
me
You're just
personally.
yeah.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
okay.
because you're
Oh,
already ahead on that idea. You don't do that anymore. You take your money and then turn it into something and print your own inflation,
well,
right?
yeah, but I would like to do more, but I gotta, I got family that they don't agree with me, so I can't
Dude, that yep, dude.
go
Families,
all in, and like I don't know, like me personally, I'm like a fucking horse. I just like to go all out when I like something, and
yep. Me too.
the opportunity for PulseChain DCAing year one, the first 9 months, going heavy month one DCA, month two DCA that's not gonna come around. It doesn't come around often, and not being able to insert new capital, or just not being able to fucking get a second job, or just go as hard as I want to, it just sucks. But yeah, I don't know how we got on this fucking tangent, but let me
Oh,
grab the
it's
baby, put her down 1 second. Like I had the conversation with my mom's, and like just explaining to her why I went so hard into crypto. It's like it, oh man,
it's a
like
revolution,
but if I follow the same path that my parents did, I'm gonna work for 30 years and
dude.
have a few apartments, and that's it. Or I'm still in that system where I have to work till 65. I'm still like, you can't take a vacation. You can't, or if you do, you got to come back. It's a lot of work. You got to have your own. It's just stressful. There's not a lot
It's
of
a
people can just be like, oh, I'm just gonna take a year off, do nothing, or whatever time you need. A lot of people don't get that, so
yeah.
I didn't want to do the same route
We got to
and
break
have the
free. We got to
same,
free ourselves.
yeah,
Hex.com.
end result. Yeah, and whether I have 100,000 in my bank or 5,000 in my bank, in my opinion, I'm in the same boat. I'm still doing the same thing as I would. So you got to find ways to multiply that money, and looking at Bitcoin and Ethereum. Bitcoin's been around, I think, 13 years, Ethereum 7 years, and you look at the price appreciation. If you find the right crypto, you hold it long enough, you're gonna be just fine. And DCAing is probably the best thing you can do for most people, unless you know how to time markets. And it's just simple to DCA. It's stress free. You just take a certain percentage of your income and you just put it in this asset that you believe will appreciate over time.
Yep.
And it's kind of stress free. You just
I t-
and it's
I,
yeah,
I tell
it's
my friends like the I, you can tell me I'm wrong here or make corrections on what you think would be better. But the perfect idea for the regular dude, just trying to make it in hex would be work, save up $1,000 of hex or ETH or whatever, then buy hex with 500 or 1,000, 15 years. Okay, stake that and repeat, then 14 years. Then probably try to do it as many times as you can throughout the year and see how far you get. You know, I wouldn't do anything less than I wouldn't do 1 years, but and then
yeah.
I've also heard the reverse: 15-year stake, then next or save up again, make another 15-year stake, and then you know what I mean. But that's a bit
It just
extreme.
depends on everyone's strategy, your age,
Yeah,
what you want to do, your risk, how
yeah.
risky you want
Who
to
knows
get.
how long I'd rather
Most
have
people,
I'd rather have $10 million in 10 years than $15 million and have to wait another 5 years. I'm okay with 10. You know.
yeah, it's just those last 5 years, if you look at it, you're gonna make a lot more hex. Because yeah, the
What's the
t-shirt rate's
percentage?
gonna ratchet up,
Okay.
and you have that t-shirt rate locked in. I mean, I math wise, it just makes sense to get that t-shirt rate for another 5 years. But see, we're early in PulseChain, PulseX, and if you just get some DCA in and just do that and get enough hex, like you might not need to sell that hex in 15. I mean, these PulseChain and PulseX can do a 10,000 X. I mean, I think it's gonna happen. I just don't know how long,
Did you
but I think it's gonna happen.
did you see that chart that went around about the Uniswap, all the other dexes that launched with their tokens, and the average was 513,000% returns? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I don't remember the numbers. I saw one for PulseChain, and the average was, it didn't include ETH, and it was 1.4 years, and I
Oh, it was 1 point
think
the
it was like
length.
5. Yeah, but there was one for PulseChain and one for PulseX.
Okay.
So the one for PulseChain, I think, was 1.4 year average, not including ETH, and it was like 564x. I don't know what percentage that is, 56,000% maybe. And then
Yeah.
the PulseX one, I think it was maybe the PulseX one was like short, man. It was like 200 days or something. The one I saw, I gotta find them. Or no, it was 200x in a few hundred days. I forget, 300 days or something. Let me see if I can find them. And if you can, you could drop them in the link here. You saw this Dogecoin thing all over Twitter today. We lost you there, buddy. Oh, we did. We lost Shane, everybody. Yeah, I'm trying to find this graph, but I guess that's some bad streaming. But I'm sure you guys have seen it, for sure. I'm sure you guys have seen it out there. But yeah, it's a huge, huge opportunity, in my opinion, to get in a Richard Hard project early on, a layer one blockchain. I mean, I don't know what else there is to say. Not much. Oh, he came in and now he left. I'm sure he'll be back. Hold on a second. I know everyone's dying to talk to Shane. But yeah, like I was saying, huge, huge opportunity. Just don't get distracted. Don't. I'm not personally touching anything else with maybe 1% of my money other than the Richard Hart shit the next 2 years. This is the time to get in when it launches. Now, if you haven't gotten your bags yet, I feel like my bags are a little set. I could always have more, of course, but I want to wait for PulseChain, and I want to buy more of that with fresh capital. I'm going to get some more T-shares early on, utilizing my Hedron, utilizing maybe my PulseX for swap, either into Hedron, either to Hex, either into any of the perpetuals, depending on the ratio. Yeah, and then secure your funds as soon as they come in. Send them to preferably a new hardware wallet, fresh wallet, and
There's no
don't
way
do
your
anything.
baby
What's up, man?
unplugged your internet because
No, that was you. I was here.
my internet. Yeah. That's why. I was like, there's no way.
Yeah, I was here.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
I was
So,
supposed to do a
dude, I feel so much
Matty
better
Allen.
now.
Do you? Okay, we could do this all the time. I was supposed to do a Matty Allen, and I like to be on the left. That's why I did the long hair, but I never. Oh, you're gone again. Your internet service provider. Wrecked. Let's put him on the big screen. Look at him. Come on, Shaneo. Come on, Richard. Help your brother out, man. Look how he's living. Like a fucking pleb. Can't even get his internet right. Let me see if I can find this. I can't find this, man. You guys know. You guys seen the X's. It was over 564X for the PulseChain. The other layer one blockchains, if you average their X's over the first 1.4 years. Wild, 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 wild. Some people just don't know, man. You try to tell them. They'd rather put it in real estate. They'd rather buy Bitcoin. We just, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. It's the opportunity of a motherfucking lifetime. And over there talking about PP coin. Someone was in the spaces today talking about goddamn PP coin, talking about how Hexy Bastard's a once in a lifetime generational talent. He's the Kurt Cobain of crypto. I mean, we're just about to launch PulseChain in what, a few days? I said tomorrow, maybe a month. And this guy talking about PP coin. Come on, guys. Don't forget. You saw the X's. You saw what Hex did since January 1st. I think we were at 6X at one point. What are we now? 7.7 cents. Let me do the math. I think that the low is 1.75. Yeah, man, that's 4.5x since January. I think we're at 1.8 in January on the 1st. Yeah, the peppercorn, the Bitcoin. I mean, what's Bitcoin? I got a buddy, man. He likes Bitcoin. What's it gonna do? A 3x? It's gonna go to 90K. A 5x? 150. That's a 3x from the all-time high before. I mean, that's the best he's looking at is a 5 to 6x. Hex just did that since January 1st at one point. Like a couple of weeks ago, we were at 12 cents. And we're in 2023 now. We're thinking 2025 he's gonna be at a 5x. I mean, we got fucking PulseChain about to fucking launch, and this guy's talking about Bitcoin. I mean, you can't make this shit up. I just don't. I don't know. Richard Hart's first coin did a 10,000x in 623 days, and he's making another fucking coin. Just why are you buying Bitcoin? He saw the sacrifice, 50 million for PulseChain, over $1 billion for PulseX. He saw that shit, and he's talking about fucking Bitcoin for a 5 fucking X. Talking about real estate and shit. I get it. Get some cash. I get it. But this is fucking crypto. This is Richard motherfucking Hart. This is a once in a lifetime PulseChain launch. And you're talking about Bitcoin? You're talking about real estate to me? Fuck out of here. I mean, it's just... I might have to end it. I don't know where Shane is, but it's just... Ah, man, if he's watching. I hope you're watching, buddy. Wrecked. Shout out to Westcott Crypto. Or no, yeah, Westcott. Westcott Crypto, man. His shit goes hard. That's some talent there, boys. I mean, that's the guy that the Hex community needed. He might make us go viral. His shit is that good. Every single time he does. He's good. He's good. I hope to have him on the show one day. I haven't actually reached out to him on that, but he's definitely good. Another streamer I've been watching lately is ATX Crypto. I just saw him because Westcott Crypto was on the channel, so I watched him a couple episodes. I like what he's got. He's got good advice, and he talks to the chat. You can call in. So I like the concept of the show, and I mean, you guys should check it out. It's called ATX Crypto. Other than that, I've just been in this Twitter Spaces every day. I've been streaming the Twitter Spaces live on the channel. So if you guys want to check out Twitter Spaces through YouTube at any time, you can check it out on the Worst Damn Crypto Show. I'll continue to try and keep posting those as much as I can. I mean, I do work, and then, I could just set up my streaming computer and play the spaces, but sometimes it's a lot of silence in the spaces, so I try to shut it off or even try to listen into the spaces sometime even while I'm at work, just to make sure, like, there's not an hour straight of silence, then I'm just streaming that. But yeah, man, I'm just like everyone else excited about PulseChain. Should be dope. Really excited. Might go to Romania this summer or after summer. We'll see. We'll see how things go. Baby's doing all right. But I'll probably have to let you guys go. It's been 2.5 hours. What time is it? It's almost 10:30 my time over here. Probably gotta chill with the baby for 30 minutes and then put her. Oh, he's back. He's back.
Oh, I was just gonna say, was having some technical difficulties here. So
no worries, man. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna stay either way because it's 10:30 my time. I gotta put the baby to sleep soon.
Oh yeah. I mean, well,
She's been playing by herself for a couple hours. Oh, of course, man. Thanks for coming on. I'll send you the link anytime you want to come on. It's always great to have your perspective, being Richard's brother and all. I think it's great insight, and the people need to hear it. Thank you.
Fantastic.
I appreciate it.
Thank you, everyone. Follow me at Shane Schueler on Twitter and Shane Schueler on TikTok.
All right, I'll do the outro here. People seem to like this, but one thing I like is when you start a show. I hate the fucking 3-minute intros, and then you gotta fast forward it because you just want to get straight to it. So that's the reason I'm never gonna do the intro anymore. I'll just do it as an outro. I'll do this and